to record this for those that can't be here. But welcome. I'm Tina Salisbury. This is a Team Core Power training on goals and your vision boards. So I'm excited to help you guys really kickstart this year and really kind of share some of the thoughts that I have and you know why this has really become really important and things that I've really tried to incorporate into January. But before we get started, I want to just say really quickly, a couple of action items to make sure that you do. One today is make sure that you go to our team page, to the Team Cup post, and make sure that your name is on there if you want to participate in the Team Cup. And I'm going to say participate in the Team Cup because it's going to be a huge opportunity for you to build camaraderie and for you just to work with other people, just to push yourself as we're moving forward into February. And, guys, it's not a scary thing. It's really just working with a team of 5 coaches. And, you're all working towards our common goals of helping people and hitting Success Club and, getting those milestones. What's great about it is that you do have the group and you have got the support. You feel a little bit more ownership in what you're doing. And, you've got a lot of ideas. So we're fostering and creating those teams. I want to have everybody plugged in this weekend so that you've got your team together moving forward. And then I'm going to create a group page for those teams so that we can all be working together and sharing ideas and helping move our cup teams forward, because we all want to be successful and to celebrate and partake in the prizes. But action item, if you haven't gotten registered or you're not on a team yet, please make sure that you have your information there, because those are the people I'm going to go to today and make sure that we've got our teams formed and put together with that. And then second, the group page for the Real Solutions Challenge will open right after this training this morning. So I'll tag you guys on it and then make you admins so that you can add in your challengers. So for this challenge, I'll be leading the challenge. So I'll take care of all the daily posts. What I'd like for you guys to do is to be able to incorporate things into this challenge, as far as recipes, motivations, ideas, things that you have that are working for you, and to help support your challengers that way too. So please take part in that and make sure that you are really helping support your challengers. That's what you're there to do. This is an opportunity for you to really learn and engage and be present with them. And then as we continue on, for you to know and have the experience to lead your own challenge groups moving forward. So a big method that I really want to utilize in helping you guys grow your business this year, and what I will be incorporating for all new coaches, is really this method of doing first. So seeing me do it, doing it together, and then helping you to do it on your own. So I think it's a great progression as you learn and grow in each step of your business. So take advantage of that. As you are starting these conversations with people who are interested to join our challenge groups, I want to be involved with 3-way calls to help you guys get those people set up and established so that you can hear how I'm explaining the opportunity, how the questions that I use to find out more about what they really need with their fitness and their nutrition, and help them get aligned with the right challenge pack and the right tools for them to be successful. And then you'll be a lot more confident to emulate that on your own as you're moving forward and talking to more people. Same with events. I highly encourage you to step out of your comfort zone, to do a clean eating group every month, not every week, but one a month, that you have some type of free 5-day group. It's short, but it gives people exposure to you as a coach. It helps you to get your name out there, to build trust, and to really offer something of value to people for free and get that light bulb turning for them, that they jump on board to the things that you're doing. So a 5-day clean eating group is really great. I highly encourage you, if you haven't done a shake and share event, to plan that. Reach out to me. I'll help you to do that. There's training in our team page, and I've got a video training on my YouTube channel that you can look, and it'll take you step by step how to put that together. And it is, it's really important to have those opportunities where you have those touch points for people. And I've loved the Shake and Share events, both for my current customers as well as prospective customers, to get an opportunity to try Shakeology or different recipes, and they just have a really good event. So for those local here in Utah, Amber Roush and Anita Waldron are actually putting together a Shake and Share for next Saturday, January 30th. It's going to be a really fun event. We're actually incorporating a PIO workout into it and having some fun prizes. So that'll be Saturday at 10:30. It's going to be in West Jordan. I'll put the address and the information in our group page today as soon as I get that. But that's a really great one for all of you local coaches to participate and to invite people to. And I challenge you to invite at least 10 people to that group. And, you might think 10 is a big amount of people, but probably you will probably get 2, 3, maybe 4 from that 10. So don't be afraid to invite a group of people to help participate. So step out of your comfort zone, do those types of events, and plan those into your month. And I'd love to help support you in those, again, lead you through them, help you to do it together, and then you'll feel really comfortable to jump off on your own. So, okay, I'm going to screen share here. I put a couple of slides together, and they're nothing great, you guys, but I think they will share a couple of good quotes that I really like too. So let me get this PowerPoint up here. And let me see if I can get full screen here. Maybe. Okay. All right, these are a little fuzzy, but this is going to, so I want to talk today about vision and, really why it's important. And I love this quote from Oprah Winfrey. She says, "Create the highest, grandest vision possible for your life because you become what you believe." And, it's been almost 2 years now that I signed up as a Beachbody coach. And, I've seen progress throughout that journey, but I also have gained perspective in how quickly I could have moved forward in a lot of different things. Should I have probably had a little bit bigger vision and, believed in myself a little bit more. So in leading this team and leading the charge for you guys, that's really something I'm very passionate about, is really helping you to see what's possible through being a Beachbody coach, both personally in your life and how you can help other people and how all of that can translate to great things for you physically, emotionally, financially in your life to achieve the things that you want to. And I think we often put limits on ourselves. We are our biggest limitations. We stand in our way. We judge what we can do. And, there's a lot of times when we don't go for what's really possible in our life because we hold ourselves back. And I think the great thing about being a part of a team is that you have somebody who can step in and believe in you when you don't, and can push you further when you don't feel ready to push yourself, to step outside your comfort zone, to be there to support you and to help you. I was talking to Amber actually on a one-on-one call yesterday, and I loved one of the things that she shared, when we were talking about her customers, and we were talking about some people she was talking to about joining our team. And she said, if I hadn't become a coach early on in this process, she said, I probably would have been a customer, used Shakeology for a couple of months, and, let life get in the way and go back to what I was doing. And, she just was so grateful for how this has really changed her perspective, really helped her to see more of what's possible and to dream a little bit bigger and to go for bigger things in her life and to improve that. And you guys, that happens because we do this together, because we've connected with one another in a common goal, to make our lives better, to help improve our health, and to help share that with other people. So as we, can catch that grand vision and you really see what's possible, and believe in that, we can do the unstoppable. And I really want you to believe in that, to really look at, and I hope this activity is going to be a great thing for you to really look at all of those things that you've always wanted but maybe been scared to go after, or said that would be really nice and you kind of wish for it, but you never thought you could do it. And we can do it. And the reason we can do it is because we're going to do it together to move each other forward. So here's one more quote I wanted to share with you before I kind of get into a little bit more tangible content. But this is by Joel A. Barker. It says, "Vision without action is merely a dream. Action without vision just passes the time. Vision with action can change the world." And I love this quote, and it's something that I actually have had up on my quote board. I've got a board on my wall up in my room where I keep a lot of quotes that I really love. And I love this one because I think we get stuck in either, section 1 or section 2 of this. Sometimes we have that vision, but we don't know how to go after it. We don't know how to move forward, or we don't move forward. We just kind of get busy and we just, really wish for things and think it would be really nice to have in our life, and we have this grand picture of what a perfect life would be, but we don't take the actions to go after it. And then you might be in number 2. I think, for me, I was really in number 2 in my business last year, where, I was doing a lot of actions and I was being consistent and doing what it took to be successful, but I really didn't have a vision of where I could go with this, of what this really could bring into my life. So I just was really kind of stuck in passing time. Our team grew a little bit, but not with a lot of gusto. I was helping people, but not really having that vision of helping them move forward and what those steps would mean to them. I probably didn't identify those things where I could help the best. So I felt like I had a lot of action, but not a lot of vision, which I've really worked on this year to really think where we can go and how to get there. And that's why I'm so excited about this, because we're putting it together, vision with action, and we're really going to change. I think this is going to be a really game-changing year for a lot of people. So when you look at vision and you look at what you want to accomplish in putting together goals, this is the most important question where you need to really start with this is, what is your why? Why do you want this change in your life? Why do you want to make these things possible? And this is going to be a very personal question, and it's going to be different for each one of us, depending on what you are and why you are here, why you are working on your health and fitness, why you wanted to make those changes, why you became a Beachbody coach, and really what can that do for you. But I want you to really dig deeper than just the surface level and look at, by identifying where you want to go, and when you get there, what does that look like? What does life look like that's different for you? And, for me, I retired from a full-time job in 2013, and it was scary. I left a really big income, and we put ourselves in a one-income family, and, I'd seen some volatility through my husband's work over the past years, and we'd always never had to feel insecure about that because we had that second income. We had that backup. And, even if we were in a little bit harder times, we were going to make it through because, there was always something there. So giving that up kind of really made me very anxious to give up a lot of that security. And I fought for really a good 5 years of knowing that, my real passion and my real why was being able to stay home with my kids, yet struggling with giving up that insecurity of not knowing if something happened to us financially, where would that money come from? What would we do? So as I really learned more about coaching and the Beachbody opportunity, and I kind of started as a hobby coach and just kind of helping some people to learn what I was learning about nutrition, I really developed this strong emotional tie to this for my family. Just to know that this could be the thing that could take that worry away. And, even if I just made a small amount of money, that was something that was going to be a cushion for us, because we had gone to a really, really strict budget. And there wasn't much wiggle room in our expenses versus what we had coming in. So it became my why to work for that, to really build an income. And for me, it didn't have to be huge and grand, although I'm a really competitive person. So I have to pull myself back from wanting to be in the top 10, because I know that's not where I need to be right now. But it helped me to really shape every day, why I should get up early, why I should get up an hour early to get my workout in, to do a power hour where I'm connecting with people, and to really push myself to do and get results at times when it was hard or life was busy or a lot of other things were getting in the way. So I want you guys to really think about that, and you've got to create that for yourself. Because if you have that, you'll keep going when it gets hard. And you'll be able to share a lot of that with other people too, and the people that you help and the people that you support, you'll be able to help them find and conquer what their why is too. So it starts there. So I want you to, we're gonna have a few action items at the end, but first and foremost, I want you to write out what your why is. I want you to be clear on that. I want you to not only see what it is, but picture what your life is like, and write some I am statements, so when you reach this vision, this why of why you're doing this, what are you doing? I am, at home with my girls. I am able to drop my girls off at school every day. I am able to make every basketball game that my son plays in, whatever those things are. I am able to travel more, see those things happening for yourself and those things that you want. And that will really help to motivate you and to really push you to step outside your comfort zone and be ready to do and take on some more. So I love this quote by Steve Jobs. It says, if you're working on something exciting that you really care about, you don't have to be pushed. The vision pulls you. And this is so true. If you really, if you've got that strong why and you connect yourself to the purpose of what you're doing and you're passionate about helping other people and you really care about what's going on in their lives and how this is helping them, you will be so excited to just continue forward. And I love what I'm seeing from so many of you just through your posts, through our conversations. Just so excited about what people are experiencing and seeing how this can impact their lives. And it's pushing you forward. You've got that vision of what this is doing for you, for them, and it's helping to pull you forward through that. So, connect with that purpose and have fun with this. There's times where, life will lead to stress and anxiety or trials, but know that the purpose is to always, you're working on yourself, you're making improvements every day, you're developing yourself with your personal development, with your workouts, with how you're fueling your body every day with your nutrition and with your Shakeology. Enjoy the feelings of that and how far you've come from where you started in your journey, and let that pull you forward to propel you to do more and to keep pushing yourself out of your comfort zone to do more and more. So let's talk a little bit about goal setting and just how to set up good goals. So I've got on the screen here SMART goals. So you've maybe heard that before, maybe not, but the acronym SMART, when you look at goal setting, stands for, the S is for specific, M is for measurable, A is for obtainable, R is for relevant, and T is for time bound. So setting up goals that lead you to success are goals that are action oriented. They're goals that, have a deadline that you're working towards. So just to go through each section of this, and I want you to remember this as you're setting up those goals for the different areas of your life, is one, be specific. Just maybe an example as far as weight loss, I want to lose weight. well, how much weight do you want to lose? Or what size jeans do you want to fit in? You know, make sure that it's a specific goal and that it's measurable. How are you going to measure your progress? And if it's a weight loss goal, I really want you to not measure it by the scale. But, you know, so maybe if, you know, I want to, you know, lose 50 pounds this year, or I want to fit into a size 6 dress, you know, make sure that that's measurable and something that also is obtainable. You know, I think goal setting is important to take small steps, you know, or if you have a larger goal, make sure that you're setting that up into smaller obtainable goals that you can measure shortly over time. Right? Like one goal that I have is to purchase some type of vacation home for our family, something that we can go whenever we want, but we can also rent it out, you know, for additional income and things like that. So for me to have that obtainable this year is probably not possible, but to be able to set up an account, you know, where I can put, you know, $200 to $300 a month into that account through this year, that's something that I can do and work towards. And it's something that I can, you know, really measure and see the progress on that too, right? Because it's something that I don't have to wait till I have $100,000. It's something where I can really look at that each month and what I'm able to do. So, and then time bound, you know, give your goals a deadline. You know, a goal without a deadline, they say, is just a wish. So make sure that you're setting up yourself for success by setting specific goals and, you know, creating a timeline when that's going to be achievable. So use this method as your goal setting to put more meaning behind your goals. All right, so we're going to talk about creating a dream board. And it was funny, Amber and I were talking about this. We're going through an Emerald or a rank it up training for Emeralds and above. And, you know, we were talking about all of these great vision boards that we were seeing from people. And, you know, we're like, well, we're just not that creative. But I'm like, you know what? Having that visual is so important. You know, writing down your goals and having your goals is one thing, but, you know, being able to see it every day, to visualize it, to put a picture behind it is such an incredible and empowering thing. So I did that this week and, you know, took the goals that I'd had and created my dream board, my vision board for the year. And I have to tell you, as I was just, you know, fine tuning it last night to be able to present to you guys. And, you know, Jared and I were sitting there and we were talking about it and going through all these goals. Like, it was pretty crazy cool to have that in front of us, you know, and to just see where we wanted to go. So I hope that you have fun with this. And this is something that can really propel you this year in your vision of where you want to go. And I'm excited to share my goals of where I'm looking to push myself and to really help to create an elite team for us this year. So when you're creating your dream board, you know, we're going to go through those steps that we just went through. You know, first of all, you know, identify what your why is, because everything's going to be built around that, built around what your why is and what those goals, you know, what that big purpose is that you're working towards achieving in 2016. And then I want you to just brainstorm, and I want you to list top goals in each area of your life. And, you know, 5 that I really like to look at are, you know, career goals, family goals, health goals, goals with, you know, friends, and then faith and, or, you know, integrity. I like to really look at all of those aspects of my life and, you know, to create goals around those. So go, you know, don't be afraid to write down whatever comes to your mind. You know, do really a brain dump first, you know, and, you know, put those scary ones down, those ones that make you stop and say, I don't know if I really wanted to have that on paper, you know, because it's, you know, you're going to go after it if it's on paper. It was funny, Jared and I were talking and he's like, I figured out what my push goal was. You know, he figured out what his big goal was that, you know, was kind of leading to his other goals this year. And I said, okay, what is it? And he's like, I can't share it with you. He's like, if I say it out loud, it's going to be real. And he's like, I'm not sure if I'm ready for it to be real yet. But he shared it, you know, and it was so, he was excited about it. He was scared as crap about it too. And, you know, I told him, I said, you know, I've always seen that. If it scares you and excites you at the same time, it's probably something that you ought to go after. So take the time, and with this exercise to list your top goals, and don't be afraid to go big and to put those big, scary dreams out there on paper within each of these sections, because you will be amazed at, just how far you can really go by putting it out there first. So you've got your brain dump kind of put together, and I'm not sure really what this is on here, this garble at the bottom. But what you're going to do from those top goals is, I want you to pick 2 or 3 in each area, and I want you to set SMART goals and intentions in each of those areas of your life that you want to accomplish in 2016. So that's kind of your background, your foundation for creating your board. And here's mine. I'm going to share it with you today. So this is my dream board for 2016, and I'll take you through each part of this, and what it means to me. So, first of all, just looking at, business-wise and career-wise, my goal is to be a Star Diamond Elite coach, to be at least a 5-star Diamond coach, which means at least 5 or 6 or 7 of you will be Diamond coaches this year as well, and new coaches joining our team. So there's a lot behind that goal. And, but I think the biggest thing for me is just to know that I can't get there alone. I've got to really help and build other coaches, and I've got to really, this is a team goal. This is something that we do together. So, as part of that, my goal is to help at least 5 coaches on our team this year to be 5-figure income earners. So at least $1,000 a month that you guys can be earning. My goal is to help at least 5 of you to achieve that, and to achieve some financial goals that I think are really going to put you in a position to change your life. So now up at the top, I've got Team Core Power here, and I've got a green circle, and that's really by purpose, is because I want everyone coming into our team to know and understand the importance and to push towards being an Emerald coach early on. As you become an Emerald coach, you're eligible for other things other than just your retail sales. You're eligible for bonuses, and to help start building a team, and to grow, and to share this opportunity to grow with other people. And it's something that we all need to be striving for early. And again, just in taking the actions last year, but not having that vision, it isn't something that I really built training around, and really build a system around helping you guys to do that very early on. But it's something I'm very passionate about and see the benefits in, that I'm going to be pushing for. So we're going to have a team of green, is what I call it. And, we're going to keep duplicating that effort, and helping everybody that comes into our organization to be green. So, okay, now I'm going to share this quote with you because, my big why has always been about this quote. And it says, if your success is not on your own terms, if it looks good to the world, but it does not feel good in your heart, it's not success at all. And that's always been my guiding star. It's really always been at the center of my heart to remember that, and to remind myself of that this success and what success means to me is all about what feels good in my heart. And my word this year for 2016 is balance. My key priority in my life right now is my family. So everything that I want to do, I want to build around them, making sure that I'm not crowding in on that space and that time that I know I need to devote and be present for them. I'm going to make sure that continues to be my focus, and that's going to give me balance. All right, some other crazy cool things that I want to do this year is be able to pay for a trip for me and my sisters to go somewhere, probably a weekend trip, like 2 or 3 days. The crazy great thing about this is my sister who lives out of the country is moving back into the country. So we actually are going to be all here in the country, which would make this a great year to make this happen and make this possible. And I couldn't even put a picture of all my sisters together because we haven't been together in so long. It's unbelievable. So So I'm excited to work towards that, to finishing our basement. You know, I want to use the money that I make from my Beachbody business to finish my basement and to create my office space. If you see this behind me, this is like the start. I have a desk in my basement with a rolling chair right here. And that's what I have right now. But this is like even bigger than what I just had like 3 weeks ago. So I'm super excited. I'm starting this, and that's one of my great goals, is to do that. Another goal is to run an Ironman. So, and it was interesting, like I couldn't find space for this on this board when I first did it, and which kind of told me, you know, this is a background goal. This is something that I hope that I get to, but you know, it's probably something that's going to happen because of some other things. So I'm excited to work towards that and have a race schedule and things put together. One thing I'm really excited about is creating a kids running club this summer. It's been on my mind for a long time, and I just am super excited to manifest this possible into my life, to do a club for kids where, you know, I teach them how to run, and then at the end of our season, we're going to have a race. And then I want to pay for a vacation for my family to go to Hawaii this year. So we've talked about it for a long time. It's expensive for 7 people to fly to Hawaii, but I'm excited to work towards that. And then, you know, I want to bless lives daily. I just want to be able every day to wake up, and I ask in my prayers every day, who can I help? And I want to do that every day and be able to help someone. And then, so the last quote here that I really like, the thing that is really hard and really amazing is giving up on being perfect and beginning the work of becoming yourself. It's so easy to compare ourselves to what others have, what they've achieved, you know, what they do, what we need to do, what we want to do. And that's my big goal this year, is to, you know, to really just be me, and to be happy, and to be excited to be me, and to share all that I am. So that is my dream board. I hope it gives you some good ideas, you know, and things. And I'm sure, you know, I know there's little things that come in between this and other things that I'm going to continue to add. So, you know, whether you choose to do this, you know, I did this electronically. I used Canva, which is one of the programs that I taught about on our team call this week. You know, you can use PicMonkey. You know, you can use a lot of programs. You can put this together electronically, or just get a pinup board, you know, get a cork board or something that you can create a visual somewhere in your house where you're going to see it often. And, you know, you can start with pictures or quotes, or, you know, things that will really help you to just be able to see every day what your goals are. So this is going on my desktop screen. It's going on my phone. You know, I'm going to get it blown up into a poster and put into my nice office space here. And I'm going to see it every day, and it's going to remind me of all that I'm working to. And I'm excited to check these off as they happen, and to see it happen. So so that's it. I'm going to open it up for some questions. If you guys have any questions, can take a couple of minutes to go through that before we close up real quick. Okay, if you do think of anything, like put it in our team page, you know, ask away, because I think this is going to be something really cool to have. And just a couple quotes to kind of wrap us up too. So if you can imagine it, it's possible. And I want you guys to really know that I believe in that. I believe in it more every day, and I know that it's possible. And this is the way it's possible. You know, you just don't wish for it. You've got to work for it. So as we see those things, you know, the reason that it's possible is because that we're moving forward, that we're taking those actions every single day to make it possible. So there, you know, I want you to, as you write down your vision board, I want you to Also, write this as an action item. You know, what are the things in my control every day that I can do to reach my goals? What can you do every single day that you can control, right? You can't control if people buy a challenge pack. You know, you can't control, you know, if people go off their plan. You can't control those types of things, but what you can control is the actions and what you need to do, the steps you need to do, following the 3 vital behaviors, doing those things every single day that will lead you to success. So as we close up, I want you to write down these action items. And these are the things that I want you to do to be able to create your vision, to create your board, and to be able to share that with our group. So the first one is, again, clearly identify and write down your why. So important to start with that. Number 2, brainstorm all the dreams that you want to accomplish this year. So go through each of those sections of your life and write down those things that you want to accomplish in each of them. And then create your dream board. Create what that looks like for you. And then the last one, write down your list of daily controllable actions. Think of 5 to 8 things that you need to do and can do every day that will control you moving in the right direction. And I want you to share those 2 things, the last 2 things, in our Team Core Power group page, you know, so we can all do this together. You know, this is a team that we have to do this together. We cannot move forward on our own. So I'm so excited to see that and to share that and to build camaraderie for us to do that together. So look forward to your feedback. Thank you so much for jumping on this morning, and I hope it's been a great call. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye, you guys.